at of IT controls? I know you were getting into a little bit of it, but is there anything else additional that you feel is critical to share with our audience?
Yeah, I mean, especially when it comes to organizations that are handling PHI and PII, it's there are a there's so many security controls that we have to put out to ensure the proper handling of the data, right? And a lot of times these can be fairly disruptive for the end user population, but it's getting them out in a fashion that is kind of that works with the environment that you're in, right? It's making sure that there are a good amount of notifications, communication, and over communication, and that at the end of the day, the way that we're building out these security controls, that we create the correct exceptions for everybody to get their work done, right? So when it comes to say removal of admin rights, right, that is a really big one, especially when you're dealing with engineering teams in a healthcare space. So there are a ton of engineering teams now, especially in healthcare and SaaS-based healthcare. Getting these controls in place doesn't always mean that they're not going to be able to do their work, right? It's making sure that we work hand in hand with those teams so that we can enable them to work in a secure way. Um, there are like certain controls that we can give back depending on how they're doing testing, depending on how they're using GitHub or whatever repositories that they have, so that we don't completely lock them out. We can do edits ofplists, edit like we can change up some regedit files. There's a ton there, but it's properly taking a look at that environment, making sure that the work is done correctly before pulling that trigger and letting them know that, hey, this is going to be done, but we're doing it in such a way that it shouldn't affect you. And if it does, this is our exception process.